Welcome to the Business Bravery podcast, inspiring stories from coaches and course creators to help you do the next brave thing in your business. Coming up on the Business Bravery podcast. I want you to know that this is a huge brave step for me to admit that I need to take a self-care pause, especially as I'm 6 episodes in. Something will be here every week. Interviews are coming. I'm working on an interview that's coming out next week, which will be a awesome interview with an amazing coach who started out as a virtual assistant and then moved into online business manager and then shifted into launch support and coaching. And I hope you don't mind that this particular little note is not going to be firmly edited and polished. It's just me talking imperfectly, kind of like William Shatner right now, but still. The youngins won't know who I'm talking about. I'm your host, Tiffany G, an Australian business and launch coach with 10 years experience in online marketing. I help coaches to be brave so they can break through a dry spell and sign their next clients. I'm also the creator of the Brave Launch Framework. I coach, consult, and provide marketing services. Today, I'm being brave and announcing a brief self-care pause in releasing podcast episodes. Don't worry, I'll be back next week with an amazing interview, and today's message is a quick one to not only thank you for listening, but to also inspire you to speak up and be a leader in your own life when you need to head off burnout. Now, who's ready for some business bravery inspiration? Let's dive in. Hello there, my amazing brave coaches in my audience, the amazing course creators, online business owners, all of the people who have been listening. This is just a brief note from me to, 1, thank you for listening, and 2, just to let you know that I am taking a brief, very brief self-care pause with releasing episodes of the podcast so that I can head off burnout before it happens. One of my fun things that I apparently love to do as a cycle in my life is to keep pushing, and then hit burnout and then not be able to do things. And luckily in the last few years, I've learnt some skills and some warning signs and things like that. And so just taking a week so that I can get ahead of the podcast and I'm not doing things at the last minute, and I'll be ahead enough so that I can actually give some things to team members and they can help schedule things and all of this stuff. So yeah, I want you to know that this is a huge brave step for me to admit that I need to take a self-care pause, especially as I'm 6 episodes in. Although I guess what you wouldn't know is that I started recording episodes and production 6 weeks before I ever produced anything, like before I ever released episodes. The idea was I was supposed to be so far ahead that if I needed to take a week off, it wouldn't be a problem. And then I had some health things come up. So yes, we are here in an imperfect world. And I'm just letting you know that I'm taking this brief pause. There is more amazing content that is coming. I have a couple of interviews that I've already done that I'll be editing. So even though I'm not putting something out there that is a whole new episode this week, and I've just got this little note for you guys, especially those of you who may not have seen on my social media what's going on, and so I can have something for those of you who are like, oh hey, a new podcast, and not just leave it for a couple of weeks. I want you to know that something will be here every week. Interviews are coming. I'm working on an interview that's coming out next week, which will be a awesome interview with an amazing coach who started out as a virtual assistant and then moved into online business manager and then shifted into launch support and coaching. And yeah, helps people create group programs and launch them. It's amazing. Signature programs. And yeah, it's an awesome interview coming up, and I have interviews booked that I'll be recording 1 per week each week for the next few weeks that are coming. So there's plenty coming. I just have been taking the majority of the work on myself, in addition to, you know, my mother had a health thing and I've been helping her. I've had actual paying client work that has been needing to be done and all that kind of stuff. And as I say this, I feel like the quintessential content creator that's like, oh, there's so much stuff going on, but you know, there's more stuff coming. I hope that this inspires you to, if you need to take a break and not just keep pushing through, then I hope this gives you that inspiration, the bravery to overcome the fear, especially if you're working on something like this where it's like, oh, I've got to get I've got to get one out there and that kind of thing. Even though my podcast is new, I'm not new to creating content. I've been doing that for 10 years and have been consistently creating content on social media since 2019, like for my own business. Been doing it for other businesses since 2011. So this is me taking a self-care break, saying thank you, and I will be back next week with an amazing, amazing episode. And I hope you don't mind that this particular little note is not going to be firmly edited and polished. It's just me talking imperfectly, kind of like William Shatner right now, but still, the youngins won't know who I'm talking about. But yeah, this is me. Thank you so much for hanging out. And yeah, I look forward to tuning in. I hope you look forward to tuning in next week. Yeah. For that amazing episode that's coming up. All right. Thanks so much, guys. Bye for now. Thanks for listening to the Business Bravery podcast. Has this episode inspired you to do something brave? Even if it's only send a difficult email, please share it with me on Instagram or other social media channels. Feel free to tag me at Tiffany G Studios. That's TIFFANY. G for golf, STUDIOS, no spaces, no underscores, etc. Or you can use the hashtag Business Bravery Podcast so that I can cheer you on, and together we can inspire other coaches and course creators to do brave things in their business and life. Now, I'm Tiffany, and I'll leave you with this one last thing. What's one brave thing you're going to do today? It doesn't have to be big. Even the smallest steps can create the most massive results. So again, feel free to share it with me either publicly or privately so that I can cheer you on. That's it from me. Until next time, bye for now.